kind of touchings, and then later on it developed into him starting to touch my private parts, and then him having sex with me.
Yeah.
Putting his thing, although it was not fitting. Yeah, sometimes I'll scream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to thank.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Digging Deep with me, Diamond Monica Shafoli. On this channel, we discuss real life stories from real people. This is a judgment-free zone because nobody's perfect. My guest today, beautiful, young, fresh, but as young as they come, they've lived a life, and we have something to learn from this young girl. Here we go. Fresh meat. I don't want to call you fresh meat, but you are fresh.
Okay, thank you.
I call you Foxy Brown.
That means
Black beauty.
Thank you so much.
Do you know you are beautiful?
Yeah, I know I'm beautiful.
Yeah, okay, that's very good. You know you're beautiful, ne?
Yeah.
It's, you know, when you see this dark,
Yeah.
it's very hard to see a woman that's dark. Some of us have gone through those life moments when you are told you are dark, you are ugly, and what. We've bleached ourselves, I've done it. But when you see a woman that's comfortable in her darkness, you are gorgeous.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know people.
Thank you.
My girl, what's your name?
My name is Esther.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up in Lutherits.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually just came to Windhoek last year, November.
Were you born in Lutherits?
Yes, I was born in Lutherits.
And you came to Windhoek only last year?
Last year, November.
All right.
Yeah.
How old are you today?
I'm 22 years old.
I said young and fresh. Don't ask me my age, ne? Don't
Okay,
even go there.
We
are not going
but you
there.
Look young as well.
Let's just leave it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did you go your primary school? Tell me about your primary school life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I schooled, let me say my grade 1 to grade 1, 2.
Yeah.
I schooled at Lutherits Nautilus.
Yes.
That's a school in Lutherits.
Yes.
And then grade 3, 4, I went to the north. In Oshakati, I was schooling at Emono.
Emono. Is it a school that's in Oshakati?
No, it's a little bit out of Oshakati when you are just between Oshikuku and Oshakati.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You stayed there until what age in Oshakati?
I stayed there until 11.
11 years old. So, okay. Who were you staying with first of all, who were you staying with when you were in Lutherits, and who did you, when you moved to Oshakati, who were you staying with?
Okay. When I was in Lutherits, I was staying with my auntie.
Yeah.
Her name is Auntie Tamona. I was staying with her.
Okay, we're going to cut that one off.
Okay.
Yeah, we were staying with your auntie.
Okay.
Yeah. And then? So as a baby, you were staying with your auntie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was staying with my auntie until grade 2, and then I went to Emono. That's where, in Oshakati.
Yeah.
I was staying with my father.
You were staying with your father?
Yeah.
Tell me about that time when you started staying with your father. So what age? You must have been 5, I guess, at this point, or?
Yeah, I was 7.
7?
Yeah.
And you're staying with your father at 7 years old?
I was staying with my father.
Can you tell me about your life when you're staying with your father at 7 years old?
Okay, when I was staying with my father at 7 years old.
Yes.
It was actually good because I was just a kid.
Yes.
That's when I started because when I started my school, when I was in Lutherits, I was actually 6, right?
Yes.
5, 6.
Okay.
I started school very early. So when I went to Oshakati,
yes,
at the moment they told me, no, I was too young to be already in grade 2, in grade 3. So they have to take me back to grade 1. They took me back because I was young. Apparently, schools in the north, when you are 7, is when you have to be in grade 1.
So kids, okay, all right.
So they took me back to grade 1.
Okay.
And then at 7, I have to start grade 1, 8, grade 2, grade 3 now, at 9.
And you're staying with your father?
Yeah.
How was the living story with your father? Were you okay? What happened when you were living with your father? Because in this chair,
yeah.
When you sit in this chair, it might not be red. This is a red seat.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened when you were living with your father.
So when I was living with my father, I couldn't say I really enjoyed. I didn't enjoy, to be honest. And things were like, my father had his own room or a house, a full furnitured house.
Yeah.
And then me and my brother, my half brother, my father's kid, we were having a room that we used to sleep in. And then this room had 2 beds, and I was sleeping on my bed and he was on his bed.
Okay. Can I just ask for a second that you said your father had a fully furnished house?
Yes.
So you didn't live in the same house that your father was living in?
We didn't live in the same house.
What, did your father live in the main house?
Yeah, he lived in the main house.
Okay.
With the girlfriend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you lived at what we call the beta camera?
Yeah, the beta camera.
The outside, the
So
beta camera.
Sometimes we would just go.
Beta camera.
Yeah, we'll just go maybe at my father's house to go eat.
Yeah.
And then we go sleep in
okay, the outside house, like the boys' quarter normally.
Yeah,
the okay, that's quarter. You had your little house there, where you were living with your half brother. Was okay? It's not okay. Oh, this is your father's son.
My father's son, yes.
How old was your half brother?
He was 24, 23.
Okay, 24, 23, and you were how old?
I was 9 years old.
So a 9-year-old and a 24-year-old half brother sharing a room.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting.
It was like that actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it happened that I used to sleep in the same room, and then my brother, you know, he was already matured at the time.
Yeah.
He had a cell phone, a smartphone.
Yeah.
So he would sometimes call me to his room.
Yeah.
And then I would watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And then he started touching me in an appropriate way, and I didn't like it. So it started like that.
Yeah.
Until he started having sex with me.
Can you just take me back to the moment, like the first time, because I'm sure you have it in your memory, the first time that he touched you.
Yeah.
How did it, because you just don't jump on a child that's watching cartoons.
Yeah.
Can you just take me through the moment where he started touching you, and then slowly to getting sex, to becoming, I mean, for you guys, him getting into you? Okay,
you know, he would say like, oh, because I started developing breasts when I was a lady small.
Yeah.
So he would touch my breast and start touching
so
me.
So you look grown, hey?
Yeah. Those kind of touchings, and then later on it developed into him starting to touch my private parts, and then him having sex with me. Yeah. Putting his thing, although it was not fitting. Yeah. Sometimes I'll scream and stuff like that. Yeah. So I wanted to tell my father, but I couldn't because he had my stepmother and she was already rude with me. She used to treat me bad as a child because I was not her child. Yeah. And it's very normal when it's a stepmother. There's this line between a stepdaughter that there's always just an uncomfortable situation there. Yeah. So how long did this sexual encounter with your brother went on? It happened for 2 years and a half. 2 years. So you were 7, you were 9? 9. 10, 11. Yeah. So it went on for 11 years. No. No, for 11 years. Sorry. It went on for from 9 to 11. Yeah. Whew, Jesus Christ. So this, you continue sleeping in this. So you I don't even want to say that because it just sounds wrong. I almost just said, so you are living in the outside room like you are two married couple that are having sex. Yeah. But you are half brothers. Yeah. Why could you not tell your father again? Because I was scared. I didn't know how to start telling him. Why were you scared? Did you feel you were doing something wrong? I felt like it was like my stepmother. Yeah. She's the one who used already to cut me off. Like, no, you are so naughty. You are what? I didn't know what I did at the time. Yeah. But I was scared also to come to my dad and tell him because I know there's this woman now. Yeah. She will end up saying maybe, no, she's the one, you know. And I was just a child. I thought maybe I'm the one who's wrong. I didn't know how to handle the situation at the time. That's why at the end of the day, I ended up asking my dad, can I go to the north to my grandmother, to go stay with my grandmother? Yeah. You were already in the north, actually. You were in the north. At the village. So you were like, can I go to the village? Why did you ask your father again? I asked my father. Yeah. I actually told him that, Dad, I want to go to the village. Okay. Yeah. Why did you ask your dad that you want to go to the village? Why did you want to go to the village? Because my brother used to have sex with me and I didn't like it. Yeah. And it was going on and on. Yeah. And I was starting to feel like, because sometimes I had a friend, my best friend, and sometimes she would talk about how she's a virgin and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, at the time I was like, okay, because I just used to go to the village for some holidays and come back. Yeah. So I realized that, life in the village might just be fitting with me. So let me just go to the village and leave this behind. Now you leave. Did your father allow you to go and live with your grandmother? Yes. Was he okay with that? He was okay with it. Can I just ask, this whole story, there's your father, there is your stepbrother, there is your stepmother. Yeah. Where is your mother in this picture? I didn't even know because at the time, my mom didn't used to even talk to me, call my dad even to talk to me. I actually didn't know what connection if they were on good terms with my dad or what's going on. Because I didn't even used to go to my dad and ask, where's my mother? At the time, I was just feeling like, I asked myself, where's my mother? I want to go to my mom. Because then if you go to your dad and be like, no, I want to go to my mom. Why? I just thought maybe he could ask me, no, there's already your mother here. Why do you want to go to someone?
Is that what he said, or is that what you thought?
That's what I thought. Maybe he could answer me.
Yeah, you thought he would say that.
Because even if my dad, maybe my mom could have called my dad would come to me and tell me, your mother is calling, right? Yeah. But I never heard of that ever since I've been with
She's never even called you?
She never called me because I didn't have a phone at the time, though.
Did your father have the phone?
He had the phone.
Did your mother call your father? Can I speak to my daughter?
That's what I don't even know, whether he called or he didn't call. I mean, she called or she didn't call my dad. I didn't know about that now.
Okay. So now your father allowed you to go to your grandmother.
Yes.
This grandmother, is it the mother of your mother or is it the mother of your father?
The mother of my father.
Okay, so you were brought up more on your father's side.
Yes.
So you went there.
Yeah.
Tell me what the life that you lived with your grandmother.
Okay, so when I went there, I was 11.
Yeah.
I was going to grade 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the life I lived with my grandmother was actually, it was fine.
Yeah.
Because now the thing is, the thing that made me feel bad is the fact that I don't have parents to actually, when you have someone telling you, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And my grandmother is already old.
Yeah.
So I was just living in my own zone, living my own life when I'm with my grandmother. I knew that I had to study to make my father proud.
Yes.
Because he actually wanted me to be the best kid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just living that life where, especially when I was in grade 5, going to grade 6, I started growing up, matured, and then these things of me being raped by my brother, how brother started kicking in.
Yeah.
And then I was just like...
What do you mean by kicking in?
It's like I started getting traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking that, why would he do this? And I didn't have anyone to talk to. And then I become a trouble kid at home. And even at school, in the village, at school, my principal, the teachers, they really liked me a lot.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, they knew me because I was this best kid at school.
Yeah.
My academic, I was very good at school.
You were academic?
Yeah. I was very good at school, so they were like, what is happening to Esther now? She started just, even at school now, you see, when you used to having your shirt tucked in and then you just become this, your shirt is not tucked in, your shoes are not, your lashes are not tied.
Yeah.
You just become this troubled child,
yes.
at school. And then now they started asking my grandmother now to call my dad and find out where my mother is. Because the prince, I think he knew that I needed a mother figure in my life.
There's something that's not right.
Yeah, something is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did the principal manage to speak to your mother?
Yeah, he managed to speak to my mother.
Yeah.
He called my mother.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 7.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he called my mother, told my mother that, no, I think you should take Esther away from here.
Yeah.
Then maybe she needs some attention or something.
Yes.
Because she's not fine anymore. She is doing well in school, but sometimes she'll come late to school. She'll be sleeping in class and stuff like that.
So did your mother ended up coming back into your life, or what happened next?
Yeah, she came back.
Okay.
I can still remember the day she called.
Right.
She called my grandmother.
Yeah.
And then my grandmother called me, no, your mother is here. She wants to speak to you.
Yes.
And then I spoke to her. She was like, oh. She just said, tomorrow you are coming to Lodrets. You should pack your bags and take a bus. You are coming, I'll pay the bus and stuff like that. Then I went to Lodrets.
So now there's whew, let's have a drink, my sister, and let's toast a little bit. Okay. So now your mother calls.
Yeah.
She take a bus. You're gonna come to Lodrets.
Yes.
I want to know. Give me the story of Lodrets. What happens in Lodrets? And before you even tell me that, what age are you at this stage?
Okay. When I went to Lodrets,
Yeah.
I was 15 years old.
Okay.
That was 2015.
Yeah?
So, yeah, my 2000.
Maybe you shouldn't mention the years, because now I'm starting to feel really old. It feels too. Okay.
So, yeah, I was 15.
Yes.
I went to Lodrets. I was actually in grade 8.
Yeah.
So she was like, the first time when I went there, I went straight to her.
Yes.
And yeah, I found out she was having our small brother.
Yeah.
And she was asking why.
You found out, was this the first time that you actually found out about this little brother?
Yeah. Because I'm having 3 brothers.
Yes.
Actually. And I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
So she was asking me, why are you like this? Why are you acting like this? And I couldn't tell her anything. I didn't answer.
Acting like what? What does she mean?
Why are you this troubled child?
Oh, why are you?
Because your principal called me, you are always sleeping in class, you come late to school. Yeah, sometimes you even answer the principal or the teacher's bad. Yeah. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I didn't answer her until I started getting friends at school.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 8. And then she was like, when I started getting friends, you know, we'll bunk from school.
Yeah.
Go drink alcohol.
Nice one.
The bar.
Yeah.
And then one day I found out my mom was crying. That's the time I started feeling emotional.
Right.
She was crying. She asked me again, why are you like this? And then I just asked her one question. Why did you give us away? Me and my brother that followed me now. Why did you give us to our father? She was like, no, your father told me that if I don't want to give you two, if you guys die or anything happens to you, nandi mudingule. That's what he said to my mom.
I'm trying to... Everybody in Namibia knows that my English is not good after even 100 years of living in London. My English is not good. Say that word again.
Nandi mudingule. It's like, I think it's like when you have meat, when you are
whatever
drying
that
up meat.
Your father, your mother said to your father,
Yeah.
You asked your mother. Please repeat that again.
I asked my mom that, Mommy, why did you give us away to our dad?
Yeah.
Why did you give us to go there, to
Yeah.
go be raised there by my dad?
Yeah, and she said?
And she said, your father told me that if I don't want to give you guys to him, nandi mudingule.
Okay, so meaning your father responded,
Yeah.
if you don't give me my kids, if anything happens to them,
Yeah.
you can throw them to the wolves or whatever happened to them, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah,
it's
don't
something
even
like
tell
them.
me about it.
And the Mudingwe, throw them to the wolf. Let whoever that's going to come and eat them, eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
what.
So because he said that, it made them feel, I don't want to do that, so let me just hand over my kids to him.
Yeah.
Is this, I don't want to speak for you.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And then I was actually ready to open up to my mom.
Yeah.
Now this is what happened to me when I was in the north. My half brother used to rape me. He used to have sexual intercourse with me. But I didn't have the guts to. I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay. Again, it started going on like that. It just started hunting me again.
Yeah. And then, now you are in I almost said Ludwigsdorf. Hey, it's called old age, my sister. It's going to happen to all of us. now you are in Ruderitz.
Yeah.
So, your troubled childhood is kind of like now on the side.
Yeah.
What is the next chapter now?
The next chapter is me falling pregnant.
Okay. You obviously can't just wake up and you are pregnant.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what made you pregnant? What thing made you pregnant? Tell me that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
at what age are you now? Because you went to Rude's 15.
Yeah.
What age are you now that you're getting
16.
pregnant? Okay.
16, I met a guy.
Yes.
I think I met him in February.
Yes. You met him where?
In Ludretz.
Yeah.
So
at a club, at a bar?
We met at the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going.
So 16 years old, go to bars?
Go to bars.
Oh, I like
Sexually
that.
active.
You guys are living a fantastic world. You're living in fantasy world. I wish you could go to bars when I was growing up.
Oh my God.
Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, I went to a bar with some friends.
Yeah.
And you know, I used to hang with friends who are like older than me.
Yeah.
Like maybe 5, even 9 years older than me. So we went to a bar and I met this guy.
Yeah.
So we had started having this thing until one day we had sex. And then I fell pregnant.
This was the second, apart from your sexual abusive brother, so this was kind of like, almost like the first time you were really having sex as an adult.
Yeah.
Was this it? This was the first time?
That was the first time I had sex as an adult now.
Yeah.
And then we had sex. I fell pregnant when I was 16 years old in grade 10.
Was this just the first time that you had sex, you fell pregnant, or you were practicing and training and everything.
No.
Yeah.
Like, that's my first boyfriend now, I could say, in my life.
Okay, but you had sex, pregnant the first time that you had sex?
Yeah.
Or, are you serious?
Yes.
The first day that you had sex with this boyfriend of yours?
No, not the first day.
Yeah.
No, we have been having sex.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You were practicing and stretching and doing yoga. Were you doing yoga?
I was doing the yoga.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Before the pregnancy came?
It's not the first day, yeah.
Okay.
It's not the first day.
All right.
We have been having our thing and I fell pregnant.
All right.
Yeah. So 2017, I gave birth to my son.
Okay, before you gave birth, tell me, a 16-year-old pregnant. Tell me when you realize you are pregnant. You are young.
Yeah.
When you realize you are pregnant, what your mother thought before you gave birth. Give me something there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. When I fell pregnant,
yeah,
I actually found that, like, my friend, because she was older than me.
Yeah.
I actually told her that no, I was having these symptoms. I was vomiting,
Yeah.
feeling nauseous,
Yes.
and then I told her. She was like, "Oh, girl, you are pregnant," because she already has a child.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "No, I'm not pregnant. No ways." I was like, "Did you do it without a condom?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, but I think you withdrew."
Yeah.
Because he told me that there's something like withdrawing.
Oh.
And then she was like, "No, girl, you are pregnant. Let's go to the hospital."
Yeah.
We went to the hospital.
Yeah.
We went to clinic. We went to steal pregnancy tests.
Okay.
We stole them. And then we went to do the testing.
Yeah.
And then she told me that, okay, if you see that there are 2 lines,
Yeah.
you're pregnant. If you see that there is 1 line,
Yeah.
you are not pregnant.
Okay.
So we did the testing. There were 2 lines showing that. Then she was like, "Oh, you are pregnant." It's like, "Nah, let's do it again."
Yeah.
We did it again.
Try another one.
Try another one. I'm pregnant. So I was like, yeah, how am I going to tell my dad? And I mean, my mom.
Yeah.
At first I was like, "Girl, is there nothing we can do
Yeah.
just to get rid of it?" She was like, "No, it won't be nice. Just go
Yeah.
to your mom and tell your mom you are pregnant." I
Yeah.
was like, my mom will kill me.
Yes.
She doesn't even know I'm this kind. She just knows that I go out and stuff like that. But
So mom didn't know that you were sexual
no,
active?
she didn't know. I never told her.
Did your mom know that you go out?
She knows that I go out to bars, but
Your mom knows that you go out to bars?
No, let me say.
Yes.
She knows, like, I go out, but normally when I come back, I'll tell her I was at a friend's house.
Okay.
And then she's like, "Really?" Because there's a bar which is near our house.
And that's where you were
sometimes
hanging,
she will
probably?
hear rumors that maybe, Esther was at this bar here.
That
was
your hangout spot?
Yeah. I'll come and deny that, no, I was not at that place. I was at my friend's house.
Yeah.
So I'd ask her, how am I going to tell my mom that I'm pregnant?
Yeah.
She was like, no, just leave. She will see herself. But I'm having this very strong personality. I was like, I'll just tell my mom.
Yeah.
Or I'll just come up with something that will show that I'm pregnant.
Okay.
So one day I pretended to be sick.
Yeah.
I was like, "Mom, I'm feeling cold." And I was like, her baby.
Yeah.
"I'm feeling cold. I feel like I want to vomit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me." She took me to the clinic.
Yeah.
And when she took me to the clinic, the nurses asked me, "What's wrong?" No, I told them, "I'm feeling cold. I feel like I want to vomit." Then they asked me, "When last did you see your periods?"
Yeah.
Then I told them that it was last month. So we were in this month. Let me say this month is June, right?
Yeah.
So I told them it was in May.
Yeah.
Then they were like, "Oh, so you didn't see your periods this month?" No. But it was like 2 months, 3 months, I didn't see my periods.
Yes.
So my mom was sitting there, and then they gave me a thingy to go pee in.
Yeah.
Just to come. And I knew I was already pregnant.
Yeah.
So they did the testing, and then I'm pregnant.
And what did your mom think?
No,
wait. At the hospital?
Yeah.
Your mom found that you are pregnant?
Yes.
Okay, so here I am, I'm your mom.
Yeah.
Sitting on the chair.
Mm.
She's pregnant. Give me that moment.
When I looked at her face, she was not happy at all.
Mm.
She was very disappointed. And I could see my mom, I could see she even maybe wanted to cry.
Mm.
But at the same time, the nurses were talking to her that, no, you can see the child, I understand, because I was even wearing my school uniform.
Mm.
I remember I was coming from school and I just had to give it like it is. That let's just go to the hospital.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so you just find out once and for all, because I'm still going to school, then what? At least when like other kids find out, how am I going to handle it?
Yeah.
Because I don't even have anyone to talk to about this.
Yeah.
So I saw she was very disappointed. And then the nurses were talking to her that, no, you know, she's still going to school. You should just help her, like, let her go to school and finish. And don't scold her. Don't be so rude with her, because, you know, pregnancy comes with a lot of emotions and stuff like that. So they were telling my mom now. When we walked out of the hospital, she was walking in front. We were just staying behind the hospital.
You said she was walking in front.
In front.
I feel like I can see her walking in front. I feel like I can see her walking in front.
Oh my God,
yeah.
how am I going to stay in that house? I don't even know.
Okay. So now you are pregnant. Your mom knows. Who's the boyfriend? Does the boyfriend know that you're pregnant now? If you give the information to the boyfriend, is he in the picture? What's the story there?
I think my friend, the one I found out with, already told my boyfriend that I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
So when we went in the house, my mom was like, I just hope you know who's the owner of that pregnancy.
Yeah.
Just call him now. I want to talk to him. Yeah. I was like, no, Mom, I cannot. She was like, call that guy now. So I called the guy and I told him I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I know about it. I've heard from your friend. And then I think just a week passed. I called him back. Yeah. He was out. He told me he's out of Windhoek. I mean, of Ludritz. He
told you that I'm not in Ludritz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Windhoek.
Okay.
So I was now there. My pregnancy, it was growing, and I'm going to school. I'm in grade 10 at the time.
With your pregnancy.
Yeah, and my mom fell sick.
Your mom gets sick. You are pregnant. I want to fast forward to when you have a baby.
Yeah.
What happens then?
When I have a baby, when I gave birth to my baby boy, my mom was still in the hospital.
Yes.
And I was left with my son when I went back home.
What was wrong with your mother?
My mom had TB.
Okay.
Yeah. She had TB. She was in the hospital.
She was admitted in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was our only breadwinner. She couldn't look after us.
Yeah.
Me and my brothers.
Yeah.
And my two brothers.
Right.
And my son.
Yeah.
So it was just me. And then there was there was Nana.
Who's
our
Nana?
neighbor. Nana is actually a neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the one looking after my son when I go to school.
Nana is an old lady, is an old woman.
She's actually a man.
Nana, she's a man.
Yeah.
Okay, a man is not a she.
He is a man, and
why is a man called he?
He is gay.
Okay. Nana is a gay man.
Yeah, he's a gay man.
Tell me about Nana.
Nana is this gay man. He's our neighbor.
Yeah.
He used to look after my son. He will buy nappies for him. He will feed us, give us food. You know, Nana is always not there. He used to work at the boat, right, at the sea.
Oh, Nana used to work in the sea.
Yeah.
What tribe is Nana from? Is it Vambo?
She's a Nama Damara, I think.
Okay. Okay. Nana, a gay man that takes care of young teenage girl that just had a baby.
Yeah.
You see what I tell you about my gay people?
Yeah.
We sometimes underestimate them. They're just humans. They're just our people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nana was taking care of your baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could just leave the baby with him. You even change the nappy, make the milk, you know, give the child.
When you were going to school?
When I go to school.
Nana was taking care of the baby.
He was taking care of the baby.
How long did this go on for?
It went on, I think, just for a year, 2017.
Yeah.
When I gave birth to that boy.
Yeah. I told you to stop mentioning years. Stop making me feel old. I'm joking.
It was 2017
it's recent.
In March.
Yeah.
When I gave birth to him.
Yeah.
It happened in March. So I think it's just for a year.
Yeah.
2018.
Yes.
I went back to the north.
You went back to the north with your baby?
Yeah. And my mom was discharged, I think, in October, September there.
So Nana suddenly come out of the picture. You leave Nana, you move on to the north.
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you take your baby to the north?
Yeah, I went with my baby to the north.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when I was in the north in 2018, my mom called me.
Yeah.
Because I then failed my grade 10.
Okay.
In 2018.
Yes.
I mean 2017, I failed my grade 10.
Yeah.
And then I went to the north.
Yes.
But then when I went to the north, I decided to go repeat.
The north is going, you went to the village.
Yeah, the village at my grandmother.
Yes.
Where I went at the time when I escaped.
Yes. So you wanted to, you decided you want to go back to your grandmother.
Yeah.
With your baby.
With my baby.
And you were how old at this stage?
18.
18-year-old girl with a baby going back to the village.
Yes.
Okay.
I went back to the village, and then there's life in the village now with the baby boy. There was no milk. You just feed the pup that is available. And then my mom was like, oh, okay, now I'm discharged. Can you just send the boy to come to Ludrets?
Your mom wants your little baby back so she can take care of the grandchild.
So she can take care of the grandchild. And then I sent back the boy. I went 2018. I'm repeating my grade 10 in the north.
Give me the action that happens in the north.
So,
because looking at your eyes, I think there's something that's going to happen here.
In grade, I went to repeat my grade 10, 2018 in the north, when I didn't have the boy at the time. So one day I got a call from a guy, you know, that I used to hook up years ago. We didn't have sex at the time. We just knew each other. We met at church. And then he called me, where are you? I'm like, no, I'm in the north. I'm also here. I'm in Gwediva Trade Fair. Can you come by? I'm like, oh, yes. I think it was a Friday. You know, I didn't have anything to do. So I was like, why not? I went there. And then I met him in Oshakati. We went to Washamba Mall to do some shopping. And then we dropped the thing at his cousin's house. And then we went, because he was actually he's from Ludrets, but he was working in Omaruru. So he just came for trade fair. That was August. And then we had sex.
Everybody have sex. We all want to pretend we don't have sex. We do have sex. All right. You had sex just like any other human being does.
Any other human being does.
Tell me about that, baby.
So we had sex. In Gwediva Trade Fair. I mean, from Gwediva Trade Fair, we went to his room. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were doing our thing until Monday when it was time for me to go back home. When I went back, first I decided that, no, I'm not going to go straight to the village. Let me go to my brother in Shakati. So when I went to my brother, Tuesday, I started vomiting. Then I was like, what's this? And then that was 2018. I had to go back to school. In grade 11, I passed grade 10, right? I was going to Rakana High. And then my brother was like, why are you vomiting? I'm telling him, no, I don't know. I think I'm just sick. I'm sick in my stomach. I was like, no, there's no way you could be sick. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know. He was like, girl, you're pregnant. I was like, no ways. I can't be pregnant again. So I found out I was pregnant again.
At 18?
At 18.
Your mom, she has a baby your little baby in
Ludrets.
Thank you. Son. Your son, you are pregnant again at 18.
I'm pregnant again at 18.
So, tell me about this pregnancy and your relationship with this man.
So, when I found out I'm pregnant, I called the guy. And then when I called him, I think that was a week past. When I called him, the number was like, this number does not exist on MTC network.
Please say it very loud. Can you please repeat that one?
It was like, this number does not exist on MTC network.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter which country you live in. It says this number does not exist. Whether it's Vodafone, whether it's Telecom, it does not exist. That number did not exist anymore.
It did not exist. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And you know, I wanted to make my dad proud. In school, I was still on that point. So what am I going to do? This just, I know, men don't really care. My brother didn't really, he would not really care to say go to school or he's just a boy. So I was like, okay, I thought of my best friend's mother. She was staying in Oshakati. I went to her house and I narrated to her I'm pregnant, and she knew about the first kid. And she was such a good woman. She told me that, listen, I'm going to give you accommodation, but you need to tell your mom about this. I was like, no, I cannot tell her again about this. She's going to be very mad at me. Then at a time, she maybe just accepted because now I was going through this. And then she gave me a ghetto where I was staying alone. What do
you mean she gave you a ghetto?
She gave me a
ghetto. A ghetto is a lot of ghetto,
It's like accommodation. Because she had a room where she rents room out. So she was like, okay, you can stay in this one for now, not paying anything.
Like outside rooms?
Outside rooms. You can stay here for now. You ain't going to pay anything because I know you're not working. You're just a child. You don't have anything. Stay here for now. So sometimes she would give me food. I go to her house. She would give me food. Or she would just come to me and ask me, did you eat anything? And then I'll be like, no. She would bring me food. And then I was pregnant at the time. Now the pregnancy is growing and I was stressing. I didn't get time to go to school anymore. My cousin sent me money. My mom sent me money to go buy uniform and stuff.
Yeah.
And I did not even tell them until she ended up calling my mom.
Who's she?
My mother. I mean my best friend's mother.
The lady that you were staying with.
Yeah, the one that gave me the accommodation.
Yeah.
She called my mom and told my mom, no, I think the child should come. She's pregnant and stuff like that. Then my mom was like, no, I don't want her. I don't want anything to do with her. I'm having my grandson. She just see where she's going, and then she blocked my number. She blocked our numbers. Now the auntie has been calling my mom, trying now to talk to my mom. And she didn't want until I gave birth to a premature baby. So
did you give birth in that house? In that house that this lady helped you?
In the ghetto.
She's a wonderful woman.
Yeah, because she had the car. So one day the water burst.
Yeah.
And I started seeing blood and I told her, no, I think the baby's coming.
Yeah.
Then she took me to the hospital, Shakati Hospital. And then I gave birth to my daughter.
Okay.
It's 6 months.
What a wonderful little baby. But what has happened to Mr. The number does not exist.
It hasn't been existing.
It's still not existing.
It didn't exist until my baby was 1 year and 8 months. That's when he called me and asked me, did you give birth to a baby girl or a baby boy? That's the first question he asked me.
Did you continue living in this house?
Yeah,
or did you ended up having to move on or something?
Yeah, I left in this house until one day my mom called me. I think the auntie has been now calling my mom over and over until she was like, okay, I want you to come home. Now when I already gave birth.
Your mom said she wants you to come home?
Yeah.
Back to Rud?
To Ludrets, yeah.
Is it Rudrets or is
Ludrets.
Lulu? I cannot say Lu, I'm a Vambo. Gweri, to be
Not
precise.
Gweri.
No, I'm a Vambu Gweri to be precise.
There's no way you could
In
be
case
a Gweri.
anybody doesn't know me, I'm a Gweri Vambu to be precise. I cannot say Luderets.
Ludrets.
All right. All right. So you went back to your mother?
Yeah.
So now you have, your mom has your firstborn?
Yeah.
And you are now coming with this second little baby?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me, I'm hoping this is the final straw. I'm not hoping there can be any more bad girl naughtiness here.
It was me now having to grow up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to my mom 2019. 2019, yes.
Yeah.
So when I went back, she was like, no, you really need to, Nana was like, you need to go to school.
Nana, I like Nana. Nana is back in the picture now.
She's back. She's,
so
she never
she's
gave
always
up on me.
lived in the same place.
She's lived in the same place.
So when you went back, Nana was still there.
Nana is the one who even took me to school.
Nana, the gay man.
The gay man.
How does he look like? I don't know why I'm fascinated with Nana.
He's very cute and I know he will like you.
I'm fascinated with Nana.
So Nana was like, Inga, this child needs to go to school. She's still young. You need to go to school.
Nana is the grandmom of those kids in some strange way. Yeah.
No, my mom was like, no, I go to work. Who's going to stay with the child? We have to pay nannies and stuff like that. The dad is not here. Nana was like, I'll look after the child. Those are my kids.
Nana.
And then Nana took me to school.
Yeah.
Grade 11.
Yeah.
Second term.
Nana, the gay man, took you to school.
He took me to school. He talked to them. They were like, no, the child is late. This is second term. And we cannot do the fields are finished. And then she was like, no, I want this child in school. Whatever she's taking. So I took social, ordinary level. And I wanted to take science. So I just had to do social because I was late.
Yes.
So, they admitted me at Ankara Pepena.
Yeah.
So I went back to school and I was schooling until grade 12, 2020.
So you've basically finished grade 12?
Yeah.
You are a graduate of high school?
Of high school.
Wow. You see, something wonderful happened.
Yeah.
Which, when I was listening to your story, I never ever thought it would happen. You actually finished grade 12.
Yes.
You graduated. And here you are. You now have your two beautiful, is it a girl and a boy?
Yeah.
Beautiful kids.
Yeah.
You are 22. A very, very young mother with two kids.
Yes.
with Nana in your life. Nana is very, very important in your life.
She is.
She takes you back to school. Yeah. You graduated. I want you to tell me where you are today as a young mother. Okay. Most of us out there, me, I was a very young mother, so I understand you. Most of us out there have no idea what it is to live in your life, to be a mother of two at 22 years old.
Yes.
I want you to tell me your life right now.
Yeah. So, okay. My life right now, I could say, I have to deal with the fact that I'm a mother now. And then, with what I went through, I don't want my kids to go through that. So I'm out here. I even had to come from another town just to come at this town and find the life that I want to live and to give a good life to my kids. Being able to understand them, being able to, ask them whenever, what my parents didn't do to me. Being with them and just talk to my kids more often. Yes. I want that kind of life. Yes. But then now you have to work, you have to find yourself, yes, first of all. And then you had this thing that you went through, trauma, depressing, and being in a process where you have to find yourself. Let me say, to me, it hasn't been easy until today. Sometimes I want to express how I feel, but then the world is just full of people that you don't even have to trust to tell them about your story. Right. But then me being on this platform, it really gives me that kind of relief, having someone I know that I'm safe to talk to.
Do you feel safe with me?
With you, yeah. I do.
Oh, thank you.
I spoke to you.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I want to cry. Thank you.
Don't cry.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
So let me just say, I want to just convince, or let me say advise, any girl out there who's going through or who went through what I went through. Yeah. You have to be strong. And I know sometimes it's not easy to be strong, but find the person you can really talk to, and find yourself, even if you have to take a paper and just write about how you feel, forgiveness, reading the Bible, and I could just say forgiveness. Actually, forgive yourself, forgive the people that did this to you, and move on. Life is too short to be holding on to things that are just, things that are just not. This thing will not build you. It happened to you, but it only didn't happen to you. It happened to a lot of people. Yes. But if you are just holding on to the fact that, no, I got raped, I got molested, I got abused, it won't take you anywhere. So I just want to say to all the ladies out there, all the young girls, just stand up for yourself, be a strong lady. Just if you have to sing, if you have to listen to music, if you have to pray, kneel down and pray and go for what you like. Follow your dreams, follow your goals. That's what you have to do. Don't just be sitting around and feel pity for yourself, because even if you feel pity for yourself, no one really cares about. Okay, let me say, people might have care, but we don't really know what you're going through. We'll just be saying, Diamond is angry, she's always this trouble kid, but we don't know what Diamond is going through, right? So, just read your Bible and pray. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Give me your hands. I want to tell you something. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Because people don't understand what real life is. We have real life and we have Instagram.
Yeah.
And real life is hard.
It is.
You are a young mother. You are inspiring. Today, there is someone out there that is going through what you've gone through. And for you to come on this seat to tell us what you've gone through, they might learn something from you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too. I love you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we end it here. It is what it is. And sometimes I get too deep with these stories and I don't know why I do it, but I feel like I was born to do this, to meet young women like this, like you. I actually can't speak anymore. Thank you. No. My eyes. There was something in my eye, ne? I was trying to remove it. Yeah. There was just something in my eye. Me crying. Are you crazy? I don't cry.
You do cry.
No.
Oh my God, you did.
Me. Diamond Mukashafori crying. It is impossible. It is impossible.
I made you cry, my God. I'm fantastic. I'm awesome, guys.
You are wonderful. You are actually wonderful.
Yeah, but it's true, ne? This is the truth. Like, you know, I found out that I really I had things that I had to do in my life. Yeah. But then if I keep on holding to the fact that, oh my God, I was so raped. Yeah. I have 2 kids.
Victim mentality.
Like, until when? I was like, time is going. Yeah. And I really want to live this fantasy life where I'm living my luxury life, what I want. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, I'm here crying, I have to be a baby. No.
You're not about to make me cry again, are you? You're not trying to make me cry again, eh? Get out of this chair. My friend, don't push it. Do not push your luck.